Yes, lads, how's it going? Danny here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. I'm in a great mood. We're currently beating, if you don't know, we probably should know, we're beating Man City 2-0, and Bergman scored a great goal, Son just scored. Anyway, that's not the purpose of the video. EA have just dropped a Mckennie Future Stars, which I was a little bit disappointed seeing him not make the starting 11. I was hoping he'd get one in the next team. However, they have dropped an SBC for him. It's 2 squads. Now, I don't normally make videos on defensive players like this. However, it's a Future Stars card I didn't upload yesterday. Apologies for that. And this card looks very, very good and very, very fun to use. He gives great links, obviously, in a Bundesliga. They're not necessarily lacking CDMs. Obviously, they have that milestone player. They have Goretzka. You know, I can go on forever. They have good DMs in the Bundesliga. However, this one looks very good, and he looks pretty good value, in my opinion. I haven't gone into the SBC too much, but I believe he's pretty good value. I'll quickly take you to Footbin, and I'm just going to show you one thing. I believe the guy's called Kabak. Here we go. So you can get a strong link. They both play for Schalke. A strong link of Future Stars player. I just wanted to show you that quickly, but we'll go back into the stats review. So yeah, Mckennie CDM. I believe he's got an inform as a centre mid. So this is a CDM with, I believe that's probably a very big boost on defending and physical. We'll get into that later. I'll just do the face stat. So it's got okay pace, well, like good pace for a DM. Shooting's actually very good for a CDM. Literally one stat away from being Hullet 80 passing, which is okay. I'll have to dive into the in-game to see if that's okay. Dribbling's good if he, at 6'1". I have to see about the agility, and the defending and physical is out of this world. So 6'1" is a good height for a CDM. I know some people prefer a little bit smaller CDMs, but if you pair this up with a small CDM, you're probably doing okay. The medium is good for a CDM. 3-star is not ideal, but it's not terrible. I know a lot of CDMs that are like 2-star weak foot, so that's not bad at all. We get straight into the in games. Now the pace is okay. In my opinion, you're gonna have to boost that. In my opinion, the shooting is actually very good. Now he lacks a lot in finishing, which I mean a lot of CDMs do, but the shot power and long shots are quite high. The shot power is superb. The passing is actually incredible, to be honest, because you see 80 passing, like, okay, that's okay. He's got 86 vision, 88 short pass, 80 long pass. So they're all the stats you need for a CDM. Maybe you could argue curve for the driven passes. But basically every single stat there is what you need in a CDM. You're not using crossing, you're not using free kick accuracy. So he's got all the right passing stats in my playstyle, and I assume a lot of your playstyles. Dribbling is okay. Now, the reactions, ball control, and the dribbling stat is good. The composure's a little low, and the agility is not bad. I would probably suggest straight off the bat, engine would be very good on this card. We'll get into that in a bit. Defending is superb, and that physical is... That physical looks like a Scream card. You know when, Ultimate Screams, the Halloween promo, when they boost that specific stat, that looks like they've done that to his physical. 99 jumping, 90 stamina, 90 strength, 89 aggression. He's going to be an absolute tank in the midfield. I'll look to see how expensive it is. It's got 3 days remaining. And if you guys are new around here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. But if you are new around here, you know I'm not the best at calculating prices straight away. So an 83 with an inform, I believe, is around 30k, and an 85 is probably about 80. So you're probably looking at about, we'll say 100k. I might be a little bit off, but we'll say about 100k for this card, which in my opinion is pretty good. We'll compare the the options we have in the Bundesliga, but the Bundesliga is a league EA tend to ignore a lot. Like, there's not really a lot of SBCs and stuff like that from Bundesliga, so it's nice to see we got Davies yesterday and now Mckennie. They're trying to focus on the Bundesliga. So what I'll do, I'll take you over to Footbin. Now, obviously, straight off the bat, the strong link to Kabak. Centre back to CDM is a great strong link. He's probably going to go up a little bit. He's already 250. He looks like a great card. This video is not about him. It is about Mckennie. So he already has a inform, and I believe it's a centre mid. And if we look at the boost, right, so his gold card is a 76. So straight off the bat, this is a plus 10. And look at that boost. He's got a plus 12 pace, plus 15 shooting, plus 11 pass, plus 10 dribble, plus 11 defending, plus 8. So, to be fair, he's actually quite physical already. I thought that was a massive boost. That's actually the worst boost on the card. So, yeah, he looks like a great boost to his gold card. And 2 form as well to a degree. This looks like a phenomenal card. Straight off the bat, I would say you would have to boost the pace a little bit in my personal play style. I like having rapid CDMs, and 80 is okay. It's not really the high tier pace that I look for in a CDM. The shooting is actually very good. I'm not going to go over every stat again because we've just been over it on the FIFA screen. I want to see if he's got any traits. So. If you don't know, if we don't update straight away, so we have to go to here. So the only trait he has is giant throw-in, so he hasn't got any other traits on that. Not the end of the world. I just like knowing what traits they have. So straight off the bat, I'm going to potentially say Engine is the best one here. It makes him a fantastic centre mid with a 90. And obviously an 89 CDM. It's because we're not really boosting the defending anymore. But an Engine gives him +5 on the pace, which is, in my opinion, that's now high tier pace for a CDM. The passing is pretty much maxed out with a short passing at 93, long passing at +10, at 90. And then you get the dribbling. This is the most confident I felt on a chem style. If you're getting this card, you need, literally, Engine is the only way to go. In my personal opinion, it gets his passing up, it gets his dribbling up, which, from 76 agility, 78 balance to 81 agility, 88 balance. And it also gets his pace up. In my opinion, Engine is a no-brainer for this card. I don't even know what more you could argue. Maybe, you don't need to touch defending or physical, in my opinion. For a CDM, that's basically maxed out. The physical is maxed out, basically. Maybe you would, depends where you're playing him. If you're playing him as a stay-back CDM, I don't know. I would recommend an Engine. However, you maybe could argue an Anchor if you just want to absolutely max him out. And an Anchor makes him a 94 rated centre-back, which is mental. I'm struggling to see any more arguments. Maybe a powerhouse to get his... But you don't really need the defence up, in my opinion. Architect, maybe... in my opinion, this is the most confident I felt on a chem style. It's going to be an Engine, in my opinion. If you're maybe playing them as a centre mid, you could maybe put a dead eye on him to give him that stats. But if you're playing them as a centre mid, you need that agility up there. So I'm going to say Engine. That's the most confident I felt on a chem style, and hopefully you lot agree with me. In terms of... I don't normally do this in these reviews, but the Bundesliga is a little bit of a weird league in FIFA. So in terms of CDMs in the Bundesliga, let me see if I can do this. So we can't... Let me do order by defence. That's going to bring out centre-backs in it. I don't know. So in terms of CDMs, we have Thomas Delaney headliners, Axel Witsel. Who else have we got? We got the Milestone Frustrati. I'm probably saying that wrong. Joshua Kimmich in form. The Tolisso team of tournament, and also the Milestone. Goretzka's road to final. So you're not really lacking in CDMs in the Bundesliga. So, maybe if you already have two good Bundesliga DMs, you might want to just avoid this. But in my opinion, this is probably the best CDM in the league. You could argue the Frustrate is on par, if not a little bit better. Let's compare the two. Obviously, comparing stats is always a little bit hit and miss because some people just play a little bit better in game than they do. I've never tried both of these. The price is coming in at 130, which, in my opinion, is pretty fairly priced. So, Mckennie is 4 in-game stats better. And if we just compare, I believe that the shooting's getting up there, but we won't compare too much. We'll end the video on the links. Obviously, I went through one strong link with the Future Stars Kabak. And apart from that, the Bundesliga is a bit lacking. You might, if you done Player Month Harrit, maybe, but I think the only usable link to this day is the Future Stars Kabak. No one's really using Inform Sané. I'm sorry, mate. No one's really using Harrit Inform, so you'll probably look to weak link him into Bundesliga teams. Obviously, I'm not going to go through every single weak link because any Bundesliga players... who's American? The only one that comes to mind is Pulisic. Is there any other Americans that are high rated? Pulisic isn't even high rated, but I saw one. What you could do, if I just go into a squad builder, this could actually be a very good play. If you get Mckennie here, if you do a 4-3-2-1, do that. You get the Moments Davies, and then get Kabak. That seems like a very overpowered trio there. And it's a fun one, colourful one, and it's a fun one. That's probably what I'd recommend to do. If I move over to the screen again, Where is Play Moments? Alphonso Davies still has 2 days left, so you can, make your mind up if you want to do him to link him. I would suggest that's probably your best bet to get a link, getting that Future Stars Kabak, and then getting the Alphonso Davies moments. That's going to be the end of the video. A weird SBC, but a very good one. I'm all for SBCs like that, so thanks everyone so much for watching. If you're new around here, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, leave a like on a video, and I'll hopefully see you again tomorrow. Peace!